of £10,000. The biggest single bet of all, though, is one of £35,000 on Mayweather. Overall, 90% of the best plays are for Hatton to win, which is interesting because the specialists will say that it's very much Mayweather's fight to lose this.
31 knockouts.
It looks like we're getting close now. But let me just say as well, while we're waiting,
the fighting pride of Manchester,
that no British sports star
England,
has ever had so much money riding on it.
Ricky Hitman Hatton.
So here he comes, still wearing that hat.
What an introduction.
He's got a hat on. That's his little gag, isn't it? Or was it mine? But great introduction. He still hasn't said his surname. He just called him Ricky the Hitman. So
officially conducting the weigh-in will be the Executive Director of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Mr. Keith Kaiser.
It's like Wembley, isn't it? The sound coming from there.
It's bizarre. And it is.
And now,
I mean,
ladies
there
and
is so
gentlemen,
much tension in that room. It
reigning
is actually
and
slightly
defending champion.
nerve-wracking.
And all we're going to
His
do is be
record
told how
stands
much they weigh.
38 bouts, 38 victories, including 24 knockouts. He comes to us by way of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and trains out of right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, recognized as pound for pound, the best fighter in the world, 5-time world champion, defending welterweight champion of the world, Pretty Boy Floyd, a.k.a. Money Mayweather.
So here we go, getting close to the moment. They will disrobe right down to their briefs for the weigh-in, but be interesting to see if there's any kind of squaring up here, whether there's going to be any more of this sort of psychological game playing that we saw in the toe-to-toe. They may totally ignore each other. I think many people are hoping that there might be one or two looks or whatever. But we expect Mayweather to come in around 10-7. He's pretty constant, pretty consistent with that, and that's the maximum weight at this weight, the welterweight. Ricky Hatton, as I say, has been fighting at light welterweight for most of the time coming up to this. He's only recently moved into welterweight, and so has been fighting below this weight, but he's always been going in a little bit heavy and has had to lose quite a lot of weight going into his fights. Which isn't necessarily the best way of approaching it. This time, as you can see there, he's looking in really good shape. As I say, they have to strip down to their briefs to get the most accurate weight. And how many packs can you see there? 5, 6, 7, 8? Goodness me, more than I knew a man ever had. So a little bit of a stay there. And Ricky Hatton up on the scale, letting Mayweather have a look at him. Mayweather's not terribly impressed with what he's seeing.
145 pounds, the Hitman from Manchester, England, Ricky Hatton.
145 pounds. We thought he might have been about 143, but 145 for Ricky Hatton.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, stepping on to the scales, the reigning, defending, undefeated welterweight champion of the world, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. Officially 147 pounds. 147 Mayweather, 145 Hatton.
So just 2 pounds in it. That's pretty much as we expected to be. We can listen to the cheers. And did you hear the boos when Mayweather stepped up onto the scales too? Now that really is going nose to nose, isn't it? I wonder what they're saying. Have a good evening, good luck, have a good fight.
Best of British.
Best of British. Oh, Hatton waving him away.
Tomorrow night here at the MGM Grand, the Hitman takes on the Pretty Boy for the welterweight championship of the world.
So there we are, that is just the weigh-in. Imagine what it's going to be like when they walk out into that ring somewhere around 2, 3, 4 o'clock Sunday morning our time, around 8 o'clock Las Vegas time. And just imagine what it's going to be like. It's going to be incredible scenes, and I just hope the fight lives up to the build-up, and I have no reason to suspect that it won't. And these two are really getting into each other's heads now, which is great to see. So just to confirm then, Ricky Hatton weighing in at 145 pounds, pretty much exactly what he was aiming for, and Floyd Mayweather, his fairly consistent 147 pounds. So Mayweather with a 2-pound advantage, and that extra reach that you were talking about.
Yeah, I was going to say, because he's got, what, 6 inches extra reach, 2 inches extra height, and you're only 2 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
I mean, does that indicate he's
Not
in
sure.
slightly better shape, slightly leaner?
No, I'm not sure that it does particularly. I think the key is that, as far as Hatton is concerned, is that he is in prime shape for this fight. And as I say, in the build-up to it, he's always been more or less around the weight that he wanted to be, which is this 145-pound mark. We thought maybe 143, but 145 will suit him well. Just 2 pounds light of Mayweather, and the slightly lighter man may give him a bit more agility around the ring, but he probably is a far more agile fighter than Mayweather anyway, Hatton, and that's where his strengths lie.
And whereas it might be a bit nerve-wracking to be on that stage facing someone like Mayweather, who is clearly, you know, the absolutely top of his table, to have 6,000 or thereabouts British fans behind you in that same room must be quite encouraging.
Absolutely fantastic for him. Absolutely fantastic.
Don't forget a great night of boxing tonight. The British Invasion tonight here at the MGM Grand in the Conference Center.
Let's just have a look at the latest of these square-offs. Then here we are, just a few moments ago, after they're both stepped off the scales, pressing nose to nose. You can't get much tighter than that, can you? And the next time they get that close, hopefully, it'll be in the ring Saturday night, early hours of Sunday morning. So let's listen into Hatton. He's got something to say.
What can I say? What can I say for a turnout like that? Absolutely fantastic. I just want you to answer me 2 questions. Who have you come to see? Floyd? Me? Who's taking the belts? Let's fucking have him.
Okay, apologies for that. Obviously, the heat of the moment getting a little bit on top of it. I suppose it wasn't to be entirely unexpected, Rob.
No.